Meanwhile, 23 minutes before the top of the hour, outrage over the administration's massive military cuts. The government doing nothing to reform entitlements, but cutting the Pentagon to pieces. Are we talking about politics more important than our national security? Stuart Varney's the numbers guy. He's getting set to do his show at 11 o'clock Eastern Time on the Fox Business Network. Stuart, first off, is this something we should keep in mind and get a proportion on why we're cutting the military and not entitlements?
Yes, politics and money being at the very heart of this problem. We're being squeezed. Our national finances are truly squeezed, and the president is making political choices as to how to get out of that squeeze box. First of all, the finances. We're spending money at an all-time high. We're borrowing $500 billion each and every year, and the economy is not growing fast enough to bring in a whole bunch of extra money. Result, we're squeezed. So the president, he's got to make a choice. What am I going to cut? What am I going to do? And he makes the political choice to cut the military and not cut back on entitlements or welfare.
I get it. We spend more on the military than everybody else, but we have a lot of responsibility too. But look at the proportion, the bar graph we've been showing all morning, dating back to 1990. Yeah, we were spending less then, but in proportion to entitlements, not that much less.
It's entitlements. The red bar right there. It's the entitlement programs. They're just running away with the budget.
We had an $800 billion stimulus that was put into the system 5 years ago. Not a penny went into the military. Something else. When the military builds, they also buy. They buy from private contractors. So it's not like we're throwing money in the street or just buying camouflage outfits.
No. That's very true. A lot of that money is spent domestically. It is spent inside the United States of America on people, material, and weapons systems. It's spent here. But wait a second. It might be worse than Secretary Hagel outlined yesterday. He's going to cut the force down to 440 to 450,000 people in the United States Army. But you've got to remember, sequester cuts are coming along as well. On top of that, you could be down to 420, 430,000 for the U.S. Army because of those cuts.
Our former Secretary of Defense said, you know, he did his cuts preemptively. He said the cuts that were being proposed when he left would be catastrophic. He said he would resign in his book rather than deal with that.
The president is saying, not explicitly, but implicitly, he's saying, look, we are retreating throughout the world. Let's trim our military to fit that reduced role in the world. That is what he's doing. That is a political choice.